Hey, this is Mohican Achakasug, the true kamikaze. But my friends call me Vern. And this is the Go Vern Mental Project, and it's National Bill of Rights Day. So I'm just going to read a little bit of this Bill of Rights. I'm not going to read a lot because it's a bit of a pain in the ass to read out loud, to be honest, just because the language is legalese and just not fun. But I'm going to read the main parts, the important parts. It's all important. And yeah, I recommend that you go read it yourself. I highly recommend you go and read it yourself. Let's start here. Okay, so this is not the one. Go back a page. Go back a page. I want to check out that Statutory Instrument Act while you're at it, because it's mentioned in here. The Parliament of Canada, affirming that the Canadian nation is founded upon principles that acknowledge the supremacy of God, the dignity and worth of the human person, and the position of the family in the society of a free men and free institutions. Affirming also that men and institutions remain free only when freedom is founded upon respect for moral and spiritual values and the rule of law. And being desirous of ensuring these principles and human rights and fundamental freedoms derived from them in a Bill of Rights, which shall be reflected and respected of Parliament for its constitutional authority, and which shall ensure the protection of these rights and freedoms in Canada. Therefore, Her Majesty, by and with the advice and consent of the Senate and the House of Commons, enacts the following. I'm going to read just a wee bit. Not going to read this. I'm going to read part one. And then you could read the rest for yourself. So, part one, recognition and declaration of rights and freedoms. Oh, triggers for all the people out there who are, hate it when they see the word freedom, because they're apparently pro-slavery, because all things have their opposite, FYI. Everything has an opposite. So when you have a freedom hater, you have a slavery lover. Just putting that out there. I don't really care if anyone's getting triggered by that. If you're pro-slavery, that sucks. And, that's your bag, I guess. Not my bag. Anyways, one, it is hereby recognized and declared that in Canada there have existed and shall continue to exist without discrimination by reason of race, national origin, color, religion, or sex, the following rights and freedom, the following human rights and freedoms, the following human rights and fundamental freedoms, namely, A, the right of an individual to life, liberty, security, and of the person and enjoyment of property, and the right not to be deprived thereof, except by due process of law. B, the right of the individual to equality before the law and the protection of law. C, freedom of religion. D, freedom of speech. Blah, blah, blah. Say whatever you want. E, freedom of assembly and association. Only 14 people allowed. That's not legal according to this thing. Freedom of press. So sharing information and having it censored, that's very not legal here in Canada, but here we go. According to what I'm reading here, there appears to be a lot of illegal activity going on in Canada right now. And I highly recommend you read this yourself. I'm not going to do the whole thing because I have stuff to do. I have so much stuff to do. I will just read part two here. See, I want to read the law of Canada defined here. 2. The expression law of Canada in part 1 means an act of Parliament of Canada enacted before or after the coming into force of this act, any order, rule, or regulation thereunder, and any law in force in Canada or in any part of Canada at the consensment of this act that is subject to be repealed, abolished, or altered by the Parliament of Canada. I'm going to assume that what that means is you can't mess with this bill. Yeah, okay. Yeah, read that constitutional law part. Unfortunately, rumor has it that all constitutional cases are about 3 years backlogged. Now, why would that be? Probably because there's so many of them going on right now. Anyways, that's all for today. This is Mohican Achakusug, the true kamikaze. English meaning for that is Wolf Star, the divine wind. But you could call me Vern. And this is the Go Vern Mental Project, and I'm sharing this with you here today. And go read it. If you want to type in Canadian Bill of Rights into your Google search, it comes right up. You can save it, print it, copy and paste it, put it in your Word document, memorize it, learn these things, and know your rights. Really important right now, especially with all these people who choose not to see and say things like, I don't see it that way. If you don't see it that way, then you do not see. That makes you a Nazi. All right. Just like saying that because it's fun to say. Don't be a Nazi. Open your eyes. Your friends are trying to help you. Your friends are trying to help you. And you just like, get it. God damn, just get it. Your friends care about you way more than all these people you don't know. The people you don't know, you don't even know these people. You think they care about you? You're silly. But I wish you the best. And I hope that you open your eyes and take a look at what people are trying to share with you and stop being such, get rid of that firewall and use your filter. Trust yourself. Have a good day. Passion. Passion.